Finalizing Automotive. That's Sam. This Astra van here we bought because it had a power steering fault and we were going to fix it up and resale it out the yard. But when we got a look around the back of it, we found it was major rotten on the back axle. And then somebody had a little idea.
No! God, please, no!
I wonder if we could put that engine on all the running gear and all the dashboard into the Cavalier. What spec is that engine, Sam?
1.7.
So this is 1.7, it's got the 6-speed box in it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the Cavalier in, and we're going to bring the Astra in, and we're going to see if it's possible to do a full transplant and change the Cavalier to diesel and see if we can put all the Astra van gear into it for when we go to Benidorm or bus next year. So that's what we'll do, is we'll bring them both in, we'll have a measure up and see if it's humanly possible. It's going to be possible, we're going to do it anyway. If it needs a bit of fab work, we'll probably do it. I'm not scared. Are you scared, Sam? Well, there we go, so we'll have a go at doing it. So we'll fetch them both in now, and we'll see what's what. I wonder if we can make that fit in that. I wonder if we can make it happen. Be awesome if we can, like. Be awesome if it'll fit, like, won't it? It will fit. You're gonna make it fit. Why are you committed to make it work, like? Do you reckon it'll fit?
It's in the garage now, it's not coming back out.
Oh, well, there we go then. We've got the van in now, and we've got the Cavalier in, so we'll stick the van up in the air, and we'll stick the Cavalier up in the air, and we'll have a bit of a measure round and see if they'll both squeeze in together. But I'm pretty committed that I'm going to make it fit no matter what, because it'll be awesome on diesel and travelling round. Yeah, the old Cavalier needs a good engine, because we're going to do Rust to Rome hopefully in 2022, so we'll see how we go. So we'll get stuff up in the air now, because we know this engine's a pearler, that's why we bought it. It's a shame that it was rotten, but was it, or did it happen for a reason, so we can try and put it in the Cavalier? So watch on and let's crack on. So we've got it up in the air, the sump's finished, there's another leak from somewhere, but that isn't going to be much to sort out. All the engine mounts don't line up at all, nothing lines up at all. So what we've decided, we're still going to stick it in. We can do this. It's got discs on the back. Sam reckons, looking at the hubs on the both cars, that the discs will be able to convert onto discs as well.
I'm hoping to reuse this rear tyre as well, man.
What rear tyre? You think? Do you think that tyre will go again?
I want to use it.
Good for drifting. That's about all that's good for.
Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take the whole loom out of the van, only because the Cavalier is non-CAN bus and the Astra H is CAN bus. So there is no possible way the engine or any of the electrics would work without the full loom in the Cavalier. So what we'll do is we'll jump in now and start removing it from the rear, working our way to the front. Let's crack on. What I'll start doing, I'll start removing these plugs and everything. What I'll do is I'll tag the ones that I'm not sure of, make a note of where everything goes, so it's going to be a bit easier later on. The tow bar relay I'll just do away with, wiring for the tow bar, not too worried about that. Let's get the main of it out, chase all these wires down, wires running to the boot. We'll get rid of all them now. Let's get cracked on with that. Right, that's the loom all tagged up, ready to go. There's some aftermarket wiring in there which I'm not too concerned about for a light that's over there. The next part of the loom, this with the screen wash pipe, this runs up into the tailgate. So I'll get that stripped out and get the electrics out of there, remove that fuse board, and see what else we can find. That's two parts of the loom taken off, all tagged up, ready to go. The whole boot stripped out now. Wiper motor I don't think I'm going to need because it's completely different on the Cavalier, but the wiring's still going in for it. It's all out now, ready to go, feed through to the front. This side to strip out next. All of this purely because it's CAN bus, and obviously the Cavalier is not. Right, so all the wiring's stripped out now, both sides, and the boot, tailgate, so try and get it through this bulkhead now. Hopefully I won't have to take all that out, then we can start putting all of this rubbish in the back that we're never going to be using again. It's going to become a mobile skip. Right, there is wires running literally everywhere. Some go under that gap there to the rear fuel tank. We've got all this here, then it goes off onto the seats, obviously into the dash. So I think the next best thing to do, get the seats out so we can get to the rest of the wiring. Right, what I'm going to do, I think to make life easier for myself, that seat wasn't too bad to get out actually. Tied the seat belt in a knot so it can't go all the way in, otherwise that'll finish the ratchet mechanism. So I'll strip your seat out, take out the centre console, get the carpet out, and then we can really see what's underneath here. Right, that's all the loom pulled through from the rear, apart from obviously the top of the fuel cylinder, we'll do from underneath, all tagged, because I will forget which bit goes where. So next bit, gear levers out, whole dashboard's going to have to come out, clocks, steering wheel, heater controls, everything, so we are going to be swapping the aircon over onto the Cavalier. So pedal box as well, going to become fly-by-wire pedal, whereas the other one's throttle cable, clutch pedal as well, that's going to have to be changed because the Cavalier is cable driven and this is hydraulic. Quite a lot to do, quite a lot, but May is a little way apart yet, so let's get on with that. Right, I can't get the wiring through because the bulkhead's in the way. Also, I can't get the tank top wiring to the fuel sender out. That's going to have to be done from underneath, so we're going to have to take this bulkhead out.
We've got all the loom out now. Sam's got all the dashboard back. We've chased it as far as to here. We're going to have to stick it up in the air and then get the loom that goes to the tank under the seat, goes to the top of the tank. So we'll have to drop the tank out. So yeah, all's on track. Let's hope we can get this dash squeezed in when we come to it. Right, so now we've got it up in the air, we need to drop the exhaust down and get the tank so we can get the loom all out. So yeah, that's what we'll start doing now. Whip the exhaust off, whip the tank out, start taking all these fuel lines we want to come down, won't they, Sam? Every bit, we want to take every bit of it off. So yeah, let's jump onto the time lapse and get this shit down. Have you got them all off? Yeah. And you didn't break one? No. You broke one? No. None? You didn't break any? No. Right. Do you think this build will work that we're doing? Yeah. You reckon? Roll and Rat, I'm asking you a question. Yeah, do you think this build will work? Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to help us with it all the way through? Yeah. Or are you only working till Friday?
I'll follow the way through then.
Oh, good man.
Nah, you say that now.
Yeah, we're holding you to it now, so you'll have to come and work on Saturdays.
Gets his wages, he's out there.
Yeah, won't it? You'll be running a mile. Right, let's crack on with back end. That's all the loom out now, so we've got to now slowly start taking it through the dash. Some some of the plastic bits you might have to untape, you know, that them bits there to go through. And you have to maybe see this way. So all the loom, we've got all the loom to the back now. So Roland's going to start bringing it all the way out, really slowly. Everything's labelled up. Bring it out, bring it up. Out to the engine bay.
You need that donger out.
That big rubber donger down there. Can you manage?
Yes.
Why? Are you capable?
I think so.
Good lad.
One eternity later.
Right, so the van loom is all out, labelled up and laid on the floor, and there is tons of it. So that's the full loom out the Astra van. And now Sam is ripping the front end of the van to bits, ready for the engine coming out, I suppose, is it?
Yeah.
Get all the front end ripped out, get the van out of the garage, and then up to the top of the yard. We'll have to leave it on axle stands and strip all the back axle and everything, because we can't disable it in the garage. Yeah, let's crack on. So the front end is off, and we're going to start pulling the engine out of the Astra van now. And then once we've done that, we can get it up the top. And then on a dry day, we'll get all the subframe off and all the axles. But we'll keep the van for a long time because we'll probably need to use bits. Obviously, where the heat vent goes, we're going to have to cut that out and then piece that in, or cut a hole like that in the Cavalier for it to match. Same as where the wiring harness goes through to the bulkhead down there. Same as the aircon, because we want to put the aircon back in. So yeah, let's crack on and get the engine out. What do you say, Sam? Finished. There's the engine all out. I'm going to get tidied up and cleaned up, and that's it for tonight. And tomorrow we'll be taking the engine off that. Whether this will be in another episode, I have no idea.
Yeah, so I think I'll wrap it up for this one. Right, in the next one, what we'll do is we'll get the engine out of the Cavalier, and then we'll start mocking up putting the engine in and see how much of a nightmare we've got ourselves into. So I'll see you in the next one. I've been Colin.
I've been Sam.
Yeah? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Listen.